Chapter 754. The things you gave me in the carriage, they shattered while I was fighting that man. That's why it happened. Despite his effort to speak calmly, Either couldn't hide the hot anger and a hint of frustration in his voice. He felt slightly ashamed that Kishir had caught him being so bothered by such a trivial matter. Had it been anything else that broke, Either wouldn't have cared. If it were a different part of his clothing torn to shreds, or even if he sustained worse injuries, it wouldn't have mattered. But no matter how much he thought, what if, what's done cannot be undone? It was the candy that broke, and Either was angry, consumed by the thought that he must inflict as much damage on the enemy as he felt in his anger. In hindsight, it was quite foolish. Kishir, aware of this, remained silent for a long time after hearing Either's confession. Either thought he would have reacted the same way, even if he were the cavalry commander. To think he used more than half of his strength during the mission just because he was angry over something so insignificant. His excuse that he was confident enough to handle whatever happened next, using only the remaining strength, lost its ground after the series of events in the southern branch. One should always remain calm and take full responsibility for any unplanned actions, including controlling all the variables. Yet, he failed to do so himself. What would he have done if someone else had done such a thing during his time as Commander Euthrian? Certainly, I would have forcefully corrected that person until they came to their senses. Yes, that would have been the right approach. But the infuriating part was that, even knowing this, he still felt a surge of emotion betraying reason when he thought of that time. Struggling to gather his thoughts, Either spoke. I was swept away by a moment's emotion, knowing that I should not be off guard. I will make sure that the same thing does not happen next time. Finally, Either spoke with a long sigh. This is maddening. His murmuring was not far from Either's expectations. He must have been worried about how serious it would be to keep it a secret that he suddenly used his strength so much while fighting calmly so far. It's no wonder he was dumbfounded that the truth was just this. So, you're saying the candies I gave you in the carriage were unexpectedly destroyed during your fight with Aton? Either nodded slightly. And that made you so angry that you used your power to that extent? Yes. And you still have significant resentment towards him because of that incident? To put it briefly, yes. May I hug you for a moment? What? Before Either could fully express his confusion, Kishir opened his arms wide and embraced him. The hug was so strong that Either felt completely engulfed. What the? Either, your man fell for you all over again. His face was buried between a blanket and bare chest, where he could see nothing but pitch darkness. As he gasped for breath in surprise and confusion, the grip around him loosened slightly, though the overwhelming force remained. And then, through the pressure, he could feel a heart beating rapidly. Realizing it was the sound of Kishir's heart thumping against his chest, Either opened his mouth to speak, but at that moment, lips brushed the top of his head. How shall I proceed? It was a kiss akin to that of a child unable to control their emotions. Lacking practiced seduction or refined composure, Kishir deeply lamented as he continually pressed his lips against the forehead, hair, and cheeks. Truly, what should I do? I'm at a loss for how to cope with these feelings. It feels as though I have lived in vain. This must be what madness feels like. What are you saying? The words came out broken, stuttered in bewilderment as the kissing persisted. Commander? Though he tried to push away, he couldn't. Never before had he felt such a disparity in strength, even when they embraced fiercely. It dawned on him that Kishir had been restraining himself all this time. Even amidst this, the thunderous beating of a heart resonated, compelling Yidar to seriously contemplate what he had done. What is this? The kissing resumed, overwhelming his thoughts. It wasn't lust, but a strange, unfamiliar emotion that sent a wave of heat over Yidar's skin. Finally, after some time, Kishir released Yidar. Drained of all strength, Yidar gazed up at a face wearing an expression he had never seen before, radiant and twinkling as if embracing all the world's light. Yidar found himself speechless, lost in staring at him. I apologize. I embraced you too tightly. It must have hurt. No, that was fine, but what can I do? You're too adorable to resist. Are you referring to me? Yidar retorted, feeling as if he had heard something he shouldn't have. No, Yidar, you are so freaking adorable. Who else would it be? Kishir laughed heartily. It delights and endears me that the one who stole my heart became so angry for the first time over a trivial, worthless trinket I gave. It wasn't a worthless trinket. Yidar sharply responded amidst the turmoil and instinctive retort. It was a gift from you, Commander. It was something that shouldn't have been broken, that I should have protected at all costs. I know. Kishir chuckled again, gently stroking Yidar's hair. Even if I still had that candy and could give it to you now, it wouldn't ease your mood, would it? Yidar mulled over his words, realizing the truth. Even if Kishir gave him new candy right now, it wouldn't alleviate his lingering anger. That persistent rage was not simply because the candy was a rare and valuable treat. The candy from Kishir was initially just an awkward token of appreciation. However, after the mission in the West, it had transformed for Yidar into a medium carrying various memories and meanings. The fact that he couldn't salvage it, even for a moment, due to a lapse in attention was intolerable. Why had he acted that way at the time? There were other ways to avoid the situation, but why had he rolled on the ground? If he had realized his pocket was torn, it wouldn't have gone that far. Beneath these thoughts lay the disappointment of not having protected a cherished memory-laden item. Even after knocking Aton down, the deepest layer of that anger that didn't disappear was a deeper anger and regret towards himself, who seemed to have lost the memories of the two of them by moving stupidly. But no matter how angry or regretful he was, he couldn't bury himself like Aton, so it was only natural that his anger flared up every time he thought about it. What a clumsy expression of affection this was. Kishir perceived Yidar's emotions more clearly than Yidar himself. A smile, brimming with emotions beyond his own control, cascaded across his face. That's why I can't help but find you adorable. Once again, lips descended upon the top of a head. Yidar, harboring a yearning too intense to contain, accepted the brief kiss filled with a regret that could not be expressed otherwise, without bewilderment but with quiet acceptance. You must have been deeply upset, but it seems the price has been paid in full, so upon waking, let it trouble you no more. I am not in the slightest disappointed, and that suffices. As Yidar listened to Kishir's whispered words, their hands clasped together, he closed his eyes. Only then did he feel the anger that had been clawing at his heart gradually melt away upon hearing the voice that tickled his ears. This time, truly, he let go of everything and fell into a peaceful slumber. Kishir is known to have this way with his words and understanding this romance and flirting and everything, right? And Yidar just does this kind of adorable stuff and just makes Kishir just, yep, I don't know anything about this game. You are the winner. It's so adorable that either is unaware that he is adorable. And it just makes me like have this cuteness aggression. I just want hold your cheeks and just like pull them apart.